Okay, welcome back. And so today what we're going to do is we are going to do another example. And so we're going to use the slope-intercept form. And so, but in this case, we're going to find an equation using the graph. Okay, so we have a graph here. And so we have a couple of points that are plotted. And A says identify the y-intercept, the x-intercept, and the slope. Okay, so if we look at the graph, well, we know that the x-intercept is where the graph intersects or intercepts the x-axis. So we see that it intersects at this axis right here. So we know that the y-intercept is going to be, the x-intercept is going to be -3, 0. Okay, so that's the x-intercept. Okay, and then the y-intercept is where the graph crosses, intersects, or intercepts the y-axis. So we see that it intersects at 0, -1. And so we know that that's going to be the y-intercept. And now the slope. Well, if you think about it, you can just use the graph, right? The slope, remember, rise over run. So it's going down, so it's going to have a negative slope. So we know the slope has to be negative, right? Remember from the previous video, it has a downward slant from left to right, so it's going to be negative. So we know it's going to be negative. Okay, so how many units in the y direction? So rise over run. So we're going down how many units? We're going down 1. And we're going to the right, so we're going down 1, so that's -1. And we're going to the right 3 units, so it's going to be 1/3, which is going to be negative though. So it's negative, right? We're going down, so it's -1 divided by +3, so we're going to get a -1/3, which is exactly, we knew it was going to be negative, right? So from the graph, we got those three things. Okay, now, B says write an equation that defines that function f of x. Well, we have the slope and we have the y-intercept, so we know B has to be -1. So guess what? We're done. So it's going to be y equals -1/3 x -1. And we're done. And that's it. That's how you can use a graph to find the equation of a line and answer different questions about slope, y-intercept, and the x-intercept. And that's it. Have a great day.